If you don't like to clean much and you want to sit back and watch some Netflix while your house gets vacuumed and mopped, you might be looking for a robot vacuum. Luckily, I have with me the 360 S8 robot vacuum, which is 360 Smart Life newest addition into their lineup of smart vacuums. It cleans well, it can mop, and it has a bunch of useful features, all for an affordable price of 1,499 ringgit. So come with me as I review this vacuum and let you know my thoughts and opinions on it. And we are also giving away this exact vacuum right here, so stay tuned till the end of the video to find out more information about that. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. So out of the box you get the main robot, charging dock, adapter heads, user manual, the mop brackets, an extra side brush, the cleaning tool, a dustbin, the water tank, and the main filter and the power adapter. The design of the vacuum looks very sleek and simple, as it comes in a frost white color that can blend into any home and has a nice premium feel to the body. The charging dock feels very light and does not take much space. However, it does not have a self-emptying bin option, so you will have to take out the dustbin frequently. The dimensions of this device comes in at 340 by 340 by 95 millimeters and weighs roughly 3.75 kg. Moving on to the underside of the vacuum, you have two main wheels on the side, one front wheel, three clip sensors, the main brush, a side brush, and the charging contacts. The setup for this vacuum is also relatively simple, as most of it is done on the app. You just have to install the 360 robot app and the setup instructions will be there. The overall setup experience was great. It was fast, easy to do, and I had the vacuum ready to go in less than 5 minutes. The only thing that you have to do manually is to plug in the charging dock and assemble the mopping bracket. Once the vacuum is connected and docked, it's ready to go. The app control for this vacuum is extremely convenient. It lets you control the vacuum however you want and gives you most of the information that you might need. The app gives you the cleaning, battery, filter, sensor, side brush, and main brush status on the main page. It also lets you schedule vacuum cleaning, customize the routine, block out certain areas from being cleaned, and set certain areas to be vacuumed or mopped. The S8 really allows full customization, such as controlling the suction power using a remote control mode, and lets you choose different maps for separate levels of the house. You don't even have to be near the vacuum for it to start, so you can be on the way home and have everything cleaned before you get back. One of the main features of the S8 is that it can vacuum and mop at the same time. It comes with a 360 milliliter dust box and 320 milliliter electronic water tank that supports up to cleaning 100 meters square. The electronic water tank allows users to choose different levels of the water through the app, giving you a better controlled device. The S8 can also pair with Alexa and Google Home if you want to control it with your voice. For example, "Hey Google, turn on S8 vacuum."
Got it. Starting the 360 robot vacuum cleaner S8.
Another feature is smart navigation that the vacuum has. Since it comes with a LiDAR SLAM sensor, you get a 3D and 2D map of your house plan and anti-collision sensors to detect obstacles in the way. That also means you get a better cleaning experience with this robot, and using the map creates an optimal path for it to maneuver. Now, probably the most important part of a robot vacuum is how well does it clean. Well, the vacuuming power on this robot is great. In terms of cleaning dry food and dust, it does a satisfactory job in getting most of the dirt out. The vacuum goes up to 2,700 pascals depending on the suction mode that it's on. The options are 600 pascals, 1,000 pascals, 1,500 pascals, and 2,700 pascals. But do note that the more power it uses to vacuum, the faster the battery depletes. So be sure to only use the mode that is needed for the area to get the most out of your vacuum. When we tested the vacuum, it did a great job with dry foods, and it could clean anything on the floor like cereal and cat litter. And when we tested the mopping, it was adequate in cleaning any liquids on the floor even if it dried out a little. So overall, I was very impressed with the cleaning capabilities of this vacuum. Especially when you're doing basic vacuuming, it managed to find a lot of dust in areas that you might not clean with a handheld vacuum. In terms of noise of the vacuum, 360 Smart Life claims that it goes to 58 decibels in quiet mode. But when I tested it, it went to around 62 decibels on quiet mode and could get as loud as 72 decibels on powerful mode. But overall, it is not that noisy and won't be a big distraction. The S8 comes with a 3200 mAh battery that can give you up to 2 hours of runtime or clean up to 8,076 square feet, which basically means it can clean any floor of your house without needing to recharge. But when it does need to recharge, the process is pretty simple since it's all done through the app. You just have to open the app on your phone, press recharge, and the vacuum will go back to its dock. You just have to make sure that nothing in its way and it should be good to go. I tested the vacuum for a couple of days and I must say I had a pleasant user experience when I tried this device for the first time. The setup was easy, the app was intuitive, and it cleaned well without much hassle. However, I would have to say this vacuum didn't do too well when avoiding obstacles. It got stuck on wires quite often and struggled to go over small bumps. Now, maintaining the vacuum follows a relatively simple procedure as it does follow what other robot vacuums use to maintain as well. To keep it well maintained, you're just going to have to wash the filter regularly and clean the brush at the bottom of the vacuum. You'll also have to replace the filters every 6 to 12 months and wipe down the main body as well as the sensors to make sure too much dust doesn't build up. Other than that, you will have to empty the dustbin when it gets full and wash the mop pad regularly after a few uses. The S8 is a great vacuum given its price. It has a lot of useful features like the LiDAR sensor to create 2D and 3D maps as well as the auto recharge. Not to mention, the app gives you so much control over the device. It has a decent runtime, plus it's easy to use, set up, and maintain. However, it does fall short when it comes to maneuvering over small bumps and wires. So if you're looking for a robot vacuum, this is a great option for those of you who want to buy one for an affordable price. Right now, you can purchase the 360 S8 robot vacuum cleaner for 1,499 ringgit via the official 360 Smart Life Shopee store with the link in the description down below. And as I mentioned before, we are giving away this exact vacuum, so stay tuned to our Facebook page for more information about that. And that brings us to the end of our review of the 360 S8 robot vacuum. Let us know why you think you should win this robot vacuum down in the comments below, and of course subscribe to our channel if you want to see more. Follow us on all our other social medias. And that's it for me. I'll see you in the next video.